Today I'm going to document a full day of eating. I've just woken up, so the first thing I consume is my cup of coffee because I'm addicted. Now, when I was in my wrestling career, I used to hover around 295, 300 pounds. Sometimes I'd get down to 290. At 290, I'd look quite lean and feel very good. 300 was when I would usually say, okay, it's time to tighten up a little here. I've been as high as 315, I think maybe even 320, and that didn't look good. I mean, it looked strong, and I was strong, but I didn't feel good, that's for sure. So right around Christmas time, I just recently finished. We finished shooting a television show, competition show for professional wrestling, and one of the tests that we put all the students through was we went to a boxing club, and I didn't know what I weighed then. That was mid December, and I stepped on the scale and I was 300 even, and 300 even for me now compared to when I was wrestling, I was carrying a lot more muscle. It wasn't a great 300. I didn't look good. I didn't feel good, so I decided to lose a little bit of weight. I got down to 290 on my own in about the next month or so. Then I went and saw Steve Sweeney for works for Simply for Life. Him and his brother run Simply for Life. It's a lifestyle system. So I went in, met with him I did a 3-month deal with him where I met with him every Friday, weighed in, got down to 272. I'm probably hovering in the mid 270s right now, and what I'm gonna eat today and what I'm gonna document is the meal plan that he gave me that I'm still sticking to and that I'm enjoying very much. So I feel much better when I'm a little lower. There's no reason for I'll be 58 next month. There's no reason for me to be walking around at 300 pounds. Not if I want to see 68 or 78 or beyond. So anyway, I'm going to finish my coffee, then I'll go eat my breakfast. Okay, so the coffee has kicked in. This is meal number 1 of the day. It's a beautiful day out, so I'm eating outside. This meal is 5 scrambled eggs, whole eggs, and 1 Ezekiel muffin, toasted, gluten-free Ezekiel muffin, toasted with about a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half of almond butter shared between the two. So that's meal number 1. Not a lot of carbs in this one. Pretty decent protein. I don't really eat my carbs until later in the day, and I should be training in between carb meals, but I tend to train before my first carb meal because I prefer. I'll have another snack after this, and then I'll go train. I prefer to train on an empty-ish stomach. I don't want to be hungry in the gym, but I also don't want to be full. Being full makes me kind of sluggish. So if I was to eat this and go train directly, I wouldn't have a great workout. So I'll have a small snack in 2 hours, then I'll go train, and then I'll get into my 2 bigger meals after that. So anyway, here we go. 5 eggs, 2 Ezekiel muffins, gluten-free. I take a series of supplements. I take vitamin K2, D3. I take 3 of those every morning with breakfast. I take vitamin B complex. I take an arthritic medication, Celebrex, which is a really strong anti-inflammatory. If I forget to take that, I can barely move because I've beat myself up quite a bit through the years. I also take Tylenol arthritis. I take 2 of them every morning. And it kind of, once I get some momentum and not moving around, I feel pretty good, but these medications help a lot. I was also taking boron, which is good for the joints. I ran out and I didn't bother. You can't buy boron locally, so you have to order it on Amazon, and I just couldn't be bothered. So it did help, though, to be honest. I've also started taking a peptide called TB500. Now, it's supposed to work best with another peptide called BPC157, but I'm just trying it on its own. It's a lot less time consuming to take it, just the one, because I forget stuff. So that's why I'm such a shitty liar. That's why I don't bother lying. I don't have the memory to be a liar. So yeah, that's my vitamin supplementation. I'll also take the B12 or the B complex. I'll take again before bed, and also when I take that, I take magnesium because it aids in sleep and it's good for the heart. I also take CBD and CBN. I don't like THC. I'm one of those people. If I take one puff of a joint, it ruins my night. So the THC, it screws with my head. So, but I like the CBD. It's good for the body and joints, and the CBN it also aids in sleep. All right, I think that's it for the supplements. Well, I also, of course, I'll have a protein, I'll have a little bit of protein powder in one of my meals later on, and you'll see that. I take creatine from time to time. The research on creatine says a lot of wonderful things, but honestly, I've never felt any difference from taking creatine, if I'm being honest. So here we go. We're on to meal number 2 for today. Usually I have this meal on my way to the gym because I usually train, what is it now, 12? I usually train around 12:30, but today I won't be training until later, but I'm still going to have this snack at the same time. This is an RX bar. It's yeah, like I say, it's not a meal, it's a snack. My lunch will be in a couple hours, but this is, you can get these in most major grocery stores. They're only 12 grams of protein. They're almond based. They're very tasty and they're kind of satisfying. I wouldn't call them filling. And of course, I always have with my meal water with a squeeze of lemon. That's how I get my proper water intake in. So here we go. Cheers. Meal number 3. 1 chicken breast on a pita, or on actually a whole wheat wrap, with half an avocado and a little bit of spinach. It's not particularly filling, but it'll get me through. My alternative meal on most days, instead of this, I'll have a cup of rice and a cup of vegetables and a chicken breast. But I'm in a little bit of a rush today, and I'll get away with this. And I feel like I need to lose a couple pounds, so this is a little lighter, and long term I'll get some benefits from it. Cheers. Number 4 of the day is a cup of Greek yogurt mixed with a scoop of whey protein with a tablespoon, probably a little more than a tablespoon, of natural peanut butter for flavor. This is, I haven't trained yet, so I'm about to go to the gym, so this is my pre-workout meal. It's actually quite filling and quite tasty. It's kind of like a pudding texture. And if you notice, you'll notice at the end of the video at least, I only eat with a plate the first meal of the day. Everything else is, my wife calls it my trough. So, or trough, like a pig's trough. I always have big Tupperware bowls because it fits everything in. All of my meals, besides but besides the pita, but whenever I have chicken or whenever I have rice, chicken, veggies, I just mix everything together, kind of like an animal. Anyway, cheers. Workout is complete. Typically I'd have another workout, but I generally go to the gym and then I do another arm wrestling workout, but I have a tournament next weekend, so that's 9 days away, so I think I'll just shut down the arm wrestling training. You can see the steam coming up. This is meal number 5. It is 12 ounces of lean pork loin, a cup of sweet potato, and a cup of mixed veggies, pure Vita veggies, fried, chopped up and fried together in coconut oil. So I had a good workout. I've earned it. I've earned the carbs, and I've got 1 meal to go. Cheers. Oh, and as always, water with lemon. Okay, not far before bed now. So if you've made it this far into the video and your eyes haven't glazed over and you're not too sick of me, at least you won't be confused why I look so fucking good, because I eat so healthy. All jokes aside, this meal is 1 cup of cottage cheese mixed with half a cup of mixed berries with a tablespoon of natural peanut butter mixed in with it. It's very nice. It's I hate going to bed hungry, so the high protein and fats fill me and and get me through till breakfast. So that is my full day of eating. When you're my age and trying to attain something that probably is best suited for a younger man, you have to pull out all the stops, and I'm doing my best to eat as clean and pretty much as perfect as I can. And if I fail in this journey, I won't be able to blame my eating, at least. Good night.